Hello and welcome to this week's midweek mini lesson. We are in Galatians 4. We're going to be doing verses 1 through 20. So here we go. Now I say, as long as the heir is a child, he does not differ at all from a slave, although he is owner of everything. But he is under guardians and managers until the date set by the father. So we too, when we are children, were held in bondage under the elementary principles of this world. But when the fullness of time came, God sent his Son, born of a woman, born under the law, so that he might redeem those who were under the law, that we might receive the adoption as sons and daughters. Because you are sons, God has sent the Spirit of his Son into our hearts, crying out, Abba, Father. Therefore, you are no longer a slave, but a son. And if a son, then an heir through God. However, at that time, when you did not know God, you were slaves to those which were by nature are not God's. But now that you have come to know God, or rather to be known by God, how is it that you turn back again to the weak and worthless elementary principles to which you want to be enslaved all over again? You meticulously observe days and months and seasons and years. I fear for you that perhaps I have labored over you in vain. I beg of you, brothers and sisters, become as I am, for I also have become as you are. You have done me no wrong, but you know that it was because of a bodily illness that I preached the gospel to you the first time. And you did not despise that which was a trial to you in my bodily condition, nor express contempt, but you received me as an angel of God, as Christ Jesus himself. Where then is that sense of blessing you had? For I testify about you that if possible, you would have torn out your eyes and given them to me. So have I become your enemy by telling you the truth? They eagerly seek you, not in a commendable way, but they want to shut you out so that you will seek them. But it is good always to be eagerly sought in a commendable way, and not only when I am present with you. My children, with whom I am again in labor until Christ is formed in you, but I could wish to be present with you now and to change my tone of voice, for I am at a loss about you. So this whole section here is all about our sonship, us being a child of God. And basically what Paul's saying here is that from the elementary principles, the things that the world gave us, our beginning foundational understanding, all of that came to us. And when that happened, when we had that initial elementary understanding that we were born with as unbelievers, it was like we were slaves. We were slaves to the law. There was nothing freeing about it. It was we had to obey the law in order to be good, in order to be righteous. But he's saying here that is not even an issue right now because we have been found by God. We have been known by God was the actual words that he used. That it's not just us knowing him, but him knowing us, right? So we are now known by God. And if we are known by God, then we are sons of God. And if we are sons of God, then we are heirs of God. So that whole concept of being a slave, we are no longer slaves. We can no longer be a slave because we are his children. And everything that he owns is now belonging to us as well. I hope you enjoyed this week's midweek mini lesson, and I will talk to you next week where we finish chapter 4. Bye.